Good morning everybody, it's Monday the 22nd of February and we're going to look at fantasy stories this term. What are fantasy stories? Pause the video and have a little chat with your adult. That's right, if you said fantasy stories are about magical people or animals that live in a fantastic or strange place. That's right, and that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at characters from stories and you're going to decide if they're real or fantasy. Let's have a look at these characters. Who have we got here? That's right, we've got the three little pigs and the big bad wolf. Now, do pigs build their own houses? No, they don't. They live on the farm with the farmer. Does the big bad wolf talk in real life? No. So they're fantasy characters, aren't they? Let's have a look. Who have we got here? That's right, the ladybird who never says a word until there's a problem. Do you think ladybirds are real or fantasy? That's right, they're real. Ladybirds are real, but this character can talk. Do ladybirds in our garden talk to us? No, they don't. So we've made her into a fantasy character. We've made her talk, haven't we? Because real ladybirds don't talk to us. Let's have a look here. We've got the tiger who came to tea, and we've got Sophie. Sophie is a real character. She's a person. But the tigers don't come to our houses and knock on our doors and have juice and cupcakes. So that's a fantasy character. Let's have a look at some more. Can you help me out? Let's have a look at Ruby. Ruby is a little girl. That's right, she's in the real world. Ruby lives with her mum and her dad in Bradford. She's a real character. Let's have a look at the next. Who have we got here? We've got Percy's friends. But do badgers, foxes and rabbits talk? No, they don't, do they? So we've made them into fantasy characters. Let's have a look at the next one. Who have we got here? We've got the BFG. A huge, tall, friendly giant. Is he real or fantasy? Pause the video and have a little chat. Why do you think he's real or fantasy? He is. Giants are imaginary, aren't they? Giants are imaginary. Let's have a look at the next one. We've got Topsy and Tim brushing their teeth, ready to go to the dentist. Are they real characters or fantasy? What do you think? Pause the video and have a little think. That's right, they're real. They're real characters. They're real people, aren't they? Let's have a look at the next one. Who have we got here? We've got the Gingerbread Man. When you bake your gingerbread man at home, do they jump out and talk and run down the road? No, he's a fantasy character, isn't he? Let's have a look at the next one. Oh, where the wild things are. He lives in an imaginary island in a big dark forest and has lots of fun. Is he real or fantasy? Put your thumbs up if you think fantasy, put your thumbs down if you think real. I think you're right. I think we've made this character, this monster. He's a very funny looking monster with his horns and his claws, and he lives in a magical forest on an island. Let's have a look at the next character. Who have we got here? What's his name? Can you remember from Autumn? That's right, that's Percy, the park keeper. Is he a real character or a fantasy character? He's a real character. Well done. Percy looks after the part, doesn't he? Let's have a look. Oh, the last one. Anna Hibiscus. She's got her fruit trees there. Is she a real character or a fantasy character? Put your hands on your head if you think real. Put your hands on your hips if you think fantasy. Oh, a lot of people put their hands on their heads. You're right, she's a real character. She lives in the Caribbean where it's nice and warm. Anna Hibiscus is a real character. Well done. What I'd like you to do now, I'd like you to get your sheet from your pack and you're going to decide if the settings, that's where the characters live, are real or fantasy. And then you're going to upload them onto your portfolio.